So, we got a little story to tell you. We are engaged, guys. Oh wait, let me fix my ring there. We're engaged, guys. So yes, we are engaged. It finally happened, even though I thought it would never happen. Finally did it. This whole road getting here has been amazing. It's been about 2.5 weeks since it's happened. I think that's right.
Just about.
And we already have the venue down. We've asked our party. We started making the guest list. Like bit by bit, everything is getting done. And we've gotten lots of questions about how it happened. Was I expecting it? How long has he been planning for it? So today we're gonna be answering all those questions. Also, we are going to be showing you the actual proposal video. No one except our close friends and family has seen this video, and that's mostly because I ugly cried so hard, but it was really a precious moment, and we thought that this would be the great time to show you guys that video. So after we tell our story, we will show you that amazing video that happened. So where do we start? Should we start with how long have you been planning this?
So I was planning it as early as October. I wanted to give it to you by Christmas time. When I tried to order it, I ordered it online and things didn't go as planned. They didn't end up sending it to me at all. Like, I kept finding out it was because they had like supply issues or whatever they were saying it was. But they ended up giving me a refund and I bought the ring like the day before.
Yeah, which is definitely a crazy story. He actually told me the story like right after he proposed to me when we were like sitting down and stuff, and I just was just like, how did you do it? So this was after Christmas, which by the way, he gave me for Christmas a Christmas decoration, which was cute, but I was wanting the ring instead, and I was just kind of like...
There was nothing else I could have done, you know, it was kind of last minute, and I was like, I didn't have any money because I spent it on the ring. I hadn't gotten the money back yet, so I was like, oh, well, I'll find something cute that she would like, and hope that that's okay for now, but like... It ended up being like a Mickey Mouse, like a singing, dancing decoration. It was cute, but she was very disappointed, I know.
Whatever, I know you did something, you're nice, just I'm a brat and I wanted my ring. To answer the question of like, did I suspect anything? I did, and that's why I was so disappointed that I didn't get the ring on Christmas. I knew he was, you know, getting a good amount of money in, but then like the time period that he would have gotten it in, I never heard anything about it. So I was just like, he must be getting it. So then when Christmas came and he didn't get it for me, that's why I was so disappointed, was because, you know, I was just like, I'm gonna have a Christmas proposal, not wedding, I was gonna have a Christmas proposal, and it didn't happen. Okay, maybe he's saving it for New Year's. And then it never happened for New Year's, which I guess that's when you were trying to get the money back, was during New Year's time. So then I was like, oh, he better freaking propose like during our 10-year anniversary day, because I was just like, I was so, I don't want to say fed up, I don't want to sound like mean, but I was just like, dude, I'm ready. But anyways, go on with how you got the ring.
The day before we were gonna go to Disney, this was January 13th, Eva had to go to work and I had the day off, and we needed to do some errands before going to Disney. So I told her, oh, I'll take the car and go do the errands for you so that way you don't have to do it after work. And she was reluctant at first because she doesn't think that I can drive very well.
It's not that, it's just that you're not a very confident driver, and so I was just afraid that something would happen to the car before we go on our trip. I was already stressed out at that point anyways. Then he's like, oh yeah, I'll take it, which I felt good, but I was just also like, don't crash my car.
Anyway, I took the car and I drove it around doing the different errands and stuff. And while I was out and about, I stopped at the mall and went around to each of the ring shops looking for a ring that she would like. And I went to, I want to say 3 different ring shops there before I found one that I actually liked and had a good price for the ring.
Very important.
And it happened to be on sale, which was awesome. The place that I got it was at K, and when I got there, they only really had like a couple selections because the type of gem that Eva wanted is an emerald cut, and the emerald cuts they're getting more popular, but the shops don't really stock a lot of them. And usually if they have an emerald cut, it's either not a very good quality gemstone or it's a baguette put together. It's a really weird thing.
And I love that even before you had bought it, I had been looking in general too, and so many people try to sell me that as an emerald, and I'm like, do I look stupid? It was very odd. And then they would either push me towards a round cut, which I'm like, no, I don't want that, or they would push me towards like the baguettes, and I'm like, no, just give me what I want.
So anyway, I found the ring. While I was there, I was asking the shop owner about sizing, because I knew Eva's size, and I was like, oh, well, maybe they can size it here today. Turns out that they can't have jewelers in the mall because of like fumes and stuff. They didn't have a way to get the ring sized that day. They would have to ship it somewhere to get it sized and then sent back. And I was like, I don't have time for that because I'm getting engaged tomorrow. So they called around and they found me a jeweler that was willing to do it the day of. They said if you can get over there before 4 o'clock, I think it was, then she'll be able to do it for you. So I got over there at around 2:30, paid for the resizing, and got it all done just before I had to go meet with Eva to pick her up from work.
But only he would have the luck of getting everything the day before, because he always waits to do everything at the last minute. With everything.
I wasn't trying to this time. It was forced upon me.
I know, but luckily you have the luck. So that's the other thing. Like, was that ring like better than this one?
No, this one's way better.
That's good, at least.
It was very plain, and it really just had like the gem in the middle with like a patterned top on it. It wasn't very special, if I'm being honest, but this one
is the real deal.
Yeah.
So now I guess we can start talking about the actual day of the proposal. We actually went to Disney the day before our 10-year anniversary, and we got to Hollywood Studios, I think it was like 6:30, to get passes for the Rise of the Resistance. Just a little bit of history on that. We tried getting it around New Year's time. Long story short, didn't work out. We got them, but it was too late. It was a whole thing. We were disappointed. Blah, 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 blah. So we got there early. We got our boarding passes. We got a good number. And the thing about the boarding passes is that you can basically go away from the park and come back at any time. We also had fast passes made for Epcot because we had reservations to a restaurant in Epcot, because that was like our tradition for a while. We would go to Epcot and do one of the restaurants around the world for like our anniversary dinner. So I'm thinking that we're just gonna hit between those two parks and that'll be it. But after we rode a couple rides in Hollywood and we were about to go to Epcot, Joe was like, well, why don't we hit Magic Kingdom real quickly? And I'm just like, why? And he's like, well, our passes are about to expire, because we were going there before our passes renewed and we didn't know if we were gonna buy passes. And he was like, you know, I kind of want to ride a couple of my favorite Magic Kingdom rides, and we have 3 hours before our fast pass for Epcot anyways. That was another clue that I'm like, I think it's gonna happen. But here's the thing, so I feel like my heart was telling me he's gonna propose, it's gonna happen, but then logic would set in because he would do something that would make me be like, oh no, it's not gonna happen. So for example, rewind to the night before, I asked him like, oh, like, what are you gonna wear? So like, to me, I'm just like, oh, if he's gonna tell me to dress up, like, it's going down. But he was just like, I don't know, I was just gonna wear like a t-shirt, right? You're like, t-shirt and shorts. And I'm like, well, it's our anniversary, don't you want to dress up? And you're like, I don't know. That was logic coming in. It's like, oh, it's not gonna happen.
But I knew she was never gonna let me go into the park on her anniversary without dressing up, so.
We both kind of went in like dressy casual, like half and half. And then, you know, when he said, let's go to Magic Kingdom, I'm like, okay, let's do this. But here's the other thing, is that he already went through security once, going into Hollywood studios without any hesitation. Like, that was the biggest thing that really was just like, oh, it's not gonna happen, is that he got through security, not once, but once we got to Magic Kingdom, twice. Like, search bag, metal detector, everything, like, and I watched him, and nothing happened. So we go into Magic Kingdom, and walk in, and he's like, well, what do you want to do? You picked out, like, Carousel Progress, and I think we picked out, like, Space Mountain.
Yeah.
And he's like, what do you want to do? And I'm just like, well, we have to do the picture in front of the castle. That's something that we always did all the time. I mean, ever since we kind of first met, I kind of always, like, did it just in case. So it ended up just kind of being, like, a tradition every time we went to Magic Kingdom. Even when we were on the college program, like, just about every time we went to Magic Kingdom, we always took a picture in front of the castle. And I was always hoping that would happen, but never did, and that's okay. It was all good, whatever, we still had a fun time. You know, logic had already won in my head. I'm like, it's not gonna happen, let's just take the picture. It's for our 10-year anniversary. And then in my head, I'm like, well, while we're here, like, we'll take a picture here. We'll take a picture over in Epcot, and then maybe we'll take a picture like a Hollywood studio. So I'm kind of like, oh, you can do like all three. You know, I don't know. I was kind of trying to be strategic and plan something for like a cute little photo op like on Instagram. So we go over to in front of the castle to get our photo taken. Just like, okay, let's get this over with, go see Mickey, go to the rides, and then by that time it's time to go to our fast passes in Epcot. We go, and the first time we tried to wait in line, they told us to wait on the sides because a parade was coming through, so that took like 5 minutes. We wait in line, it's our turn, we go and stand there. You handed him my camera, and did you tell him that you wanted to do a video?
No, see, what I did was I turned the video on, and then I handed it to him, and I winked at him. Because you were behind me, you weren't going to see me, so I winked at him, and I think he saw that, and saw that I had set it to video, so he was just pretending to take photos with it.
Wow, actually, oh my gosh, you're really sneaky then. Okay, because yeah, I didn't see anything. That was the thing too, like, I seriously thought he was taking photos, and then you just like turned and boom, and I'm like, wah, and ugly crying, and yeah, that's how it happened. That was the biggest thing. He didn't say anything. I was saying a lot of things, but he didn't say anything.
He couldn't say anything. She was crying.
Yeah, and everyone around us too was like, what'd she say? Did she say yes?
Some people in the background were like,
yeah, that's my favorite part in the picture, is like people in the picture are like, what? So we will insert the video here right now for you guys to see. And then afterwards, we went to the little picnic area by Main Street area and just started texting people and calling people, and called my mom, and then called Monica, and then texted my family, everyone.
I called my mom.
Yeah, and it was so completely magical. After we called our friends and family, I had to know how in the world he got through security twice. I didn't know how, because I was watching him both times, so I asked you. I'm like, so how'd you do it?
It was very simple. So I made sure that she went through security before me, and then when I came up behind her, I would already have my stuff in my hands. At the time, when you're going through security through the metal detectors, they have you hold your stuff in your hands up by your sides. So what I was doing was I had my phone in my hand like this, facing towards Eva, and then I had the ring hidden behind the phone, in my hand so that Eva wouldn't see the box with the ring. So, and because she was in front of me in the perspective, she didn't see the ring.
And you knew I was looking.
I knew you were looking.
Yeah.
She's always looking.
Yeah, I'm a snooper. You thought that through. You know me.
And I got you.
Yeah, you did.
Got you to ugly cry.
That's the most amazing thing too, is that he cannot surprise me, because I always guess people's surprises. He'll try to surprise me with stuff, and I don't think you've ever quite surprised me yet like you have with my proposal.
Right.
Yeah. And even then, like, I was hoping, but I had no actual idea that it was gonna happen. Like, I was just kind of hoping and dreaming, and...
But that hope's always there. You can't, like, just say, oh, the day of I was hoping it was happening. You're just always hoping.
I was always hoping. I would be in Publix, and I'd be like, you better pop down on your knee right here.
In Publix?
In Publix.
Right in front of the pub sub line. You get the chicken tender sandwich in your hand, and then you pop it open, and there's a ring in there.
Oh my gosh. That is a Floridian dream.
Will you marry me?
Luckily, we're not Floridians.
Yeah. From New York.
Yeah, that is our proposal story. So, what now? Where's our venue? When's the date of the wedding? First of all, our wedding is gonna be here in Florida at the Crystal Ballroom. Definitely a dream come true of a venue. We first were looking at the wedding pavilion at Disney. That was like, for the longest time, that was my dream venue forever. And it is very pretty. You're gonna agree to that. It's pretty. But I found out how much it costs to get married there, and yikes. It costs at least $25,000 to get married there. That is ridiculous. Like, no. No. So we started scouting around in the area, and we found this venue. Actually, you found the venue first, right?
Mm-hmm.
You found it first. You're looking for, like, new venues for work, for, like, because he does, like, award ceremonies at one of his jobs, and he was trying to find a new, bigger venue, and he came across the Crystal Ballroom. It was too small for all the people that would be there, but you said it'd be a really pretty, like, wedding venue, and I agreed. And my mom and I saw it just to look at it, like, before we even, you know, before you popped the question, actually a year beforehand, and he was right. It was gorgeous. Like, in my opinion, I think better than the wedding pavilion, and yeah, it's gorgeous. Definitely. Do you like it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're so like,
It's pretty, you know?
You like it better?
Yeah.
That's good. And the price is much nicer. Yay. The wedding is gonna be November 19th of this year. We are not waiting anymore. Some people wanted it like in May. They're like, you should get married in May, and we're like, no. No.
We're excited, but we're not that excited.
Exactly. No, I want everything to be perfect. Yes, it's going to be a Disney theme, but it's going to be like hint of Disney theme, so it's not going to be like in your face, like you're at some kid's birthday party Disney theme. It's going to be like very elegant, very just, I don't know, it's going to be crystals everywhere, sparkles everywhere, Disney hidden everywhere. Your eyes.
Hidden Mickeys.
Yeah, I really want to have like hidden Mickeys literally everywhere in the ceremony space, like in the bouquets of flowers, like just in random places. I want hidden Mickeys, and yeah, I think that'd be so cool. So excited, we're getting married. So, question for you, my friends.
If you were getting married, what would your theme be?
Leave those comments down below, and we would love to read them. Like this video if it was your jam, as well as share to all your friends who are in love with wedding stories, especially about Disney. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and ring the bell for any notifications of any videos that we upload on this channel. Alright guys, so that's all the time that we have for today. We have some wedding planning to do. Some more wedding planning to do. We have a lot to do.
Some more. S'mores bar.
Ooh. Possibility. So until then, folks, we will see you when we're looking at you. Alright, bye guys.